Hi there, welcome to my channel. How long would you take if I asked you right now to name a movie that you'd like to watch? Do you remember saying or thinking to yourself, deciding what to watch actually takes more time than watching it? You're not alone. Most of us are in the same situation. But things have changed since Netflix. Let's understand how. Before that, please take a moment to like and subscribe to never miss an update. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know what Netflix is. You probably even own an account or know someone who does. As of 2019, Netflix has over 139 paid million subscribers. Wow, how did that happen? Before that, let me actually ask you a question. Say you just finished reading the entire Harry Potter series and you have a newfound interest in the fantasy drama genre. You want to pick another book in the fantasy drama genre now. You realize that there's a bookstore right next to your house. Would you rather go to the bookstore, stroll through the collection of books, not knowing what you're searching for and just hoping that you'll find something that you'd like? Or would you walk up to the store manager and ask him to recommend something? Whatever you choose, it always helps if there is someone recommending it to you. That is exactly what Netflix does and why it is winning. Of course, Netflix has a huge inventory of movies and shows to select from, but their value does not lie in the inventory. In fact, inventory was never the problem. Even before Netflix, there were a ton of movie rental places that rented out movies really cheap. But what was wrong here? Say you rented out a science fiction movie and you wanted to watch another science fiction movie, they would not really recommend it to you. In fact, you had to think and decide yourself what you want to watch. That is the problem Netflix is solving, deciding what to watch. Even before the founders, Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph, they started Netflix, they used to rent out movies and they were familiar with the entire experience. They knew about the challenges they faced and the gap. They had to think, they had to decide themselves what movie to watch before actually going and renting it. And of course, there was a late fee. So in a way, they were their own customers. And they had developed a certain level of empathy. That is what makes a product great. When you can empathize with the customer, you can build something which will improve their entire experience. And that is what Netflix does. It is all about customer experience. Everything that you see on Netflix, all the shows, all the documentaries, all the movies, they are designed specially for you. In fact, if you go to the homepage right now and you scroll through the homepage, you'll see that all the recommendations that you get, it might be different from what your friend receives because everything is designed for you. You'll also notice that on the homepage, movies and shows, they are categorized into rows and each show has a separate heading. These headings are generated dynamically, which means that they are generated while you are scrolling through them. Wow. So how do they manage to do all of it? Unlike traditional TV, where they measure the success of a show by the average amount of watch hours, Netflix measures its success by the average amount of time each user spends on their platform. That means they actually design their platform so that you and I spend more time on it. This helps them focus on you and I separately. A lot of information to take in. Yeah. So why not let me know in the comment section a movie or show that you're watching on Netflix or planning to watch. I am watching Dark and I would really love to discuss it with you in the comment section.